Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is Unpopular Opinions, episode 21. We are now able to drink. That's crazy. I've been doing this for 21 weeks. Also, it's probably going to be Unpopular Mondays because I have been working like a dog at work. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to upload it Friday. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I like to go over Reddit's Unpopular Opinions every Friday and then just give my opinion on them, start a whole conversation. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the first one is movies just aren't very good anymore. Yes, I recognize that there are outliers. I understand that the industry is saturated. I know that mainstream does not equate to quality, but good night. Movies are not what they used to be. Now, sure, I've aged, but I'm still in my early 30s. Why is every movie putting me to sleep? They all feel unnecessarily long. The plots are ill-contrived or just low effort, and nothing is iconic or memorable anymore. Is Hollywood in its end days? One of the impressions that movies are going to die off in favor of TV and miniseries. Perhaps it's our collective attention spans being diminished by social media, but honestly, it feels like Hollywood producers don't care to create art anymore, just to profit off of mass-produced garbage. Maybe this isn't an unpopular opinion. What do you think? Okay, so I'm always going to say this every time when it comes to like TV shows, movies, and all that stuff. I generally feel like we think we're getting a lot of garbage, but in reality, I just feel like there's just so much now. You know, we have so many different streaming services. We have Amazon, we have Peacock, we have Netflix, we have Disney Plus, we got Hulu, we have HBO. There is a lot of movies and there's a lot of shows. So in your head, you're thinking that we're getting a lot of garbage. I don't think so. I mean, yes, there's shows that are fucking trash, but we're just getting so much of it now. There's just so many movies. There's so many shows. There's just so much coming out. Every day there's probably like a new movie coming out from like a random streaming service and all that stuff. Even like around the world, there is just so much now. So you just kind of get that impression or that feeling that movies are getting worse or shows are getting worse, all that stuff. I don't believe that because there's a whole bunch of good shows. There's a whole bunch of amazing shows too in movies. But we're just getting a whole bunch. That's really it. There's just an abundant, man. There's just an abundant. So I feel like that's why this person thinks that movies are just not good anymore. I don't necessarily think so. I just think, like I said, there's just so much of it. Honestly, I just think this is an unpopular opinion. I think there's just a whole bunch of fucking trash ass shows and movies. The next one is Kendrick Lamar isn't good and it's because of his voice. I don't care how beautiful or artistic his lyrics and storytelling are. I don't care about the beef. I know his writing is good and all, but I don't care because I simply can't stand listening to his voice. He sounds like a goblin that inhaled helium before hitting the studio. You can have the greatest lyricism in the world, but you have to actually be good at rapping them too. I don't think he's a bad rapper. I mean, I guess he's a good rapper. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar, and the reason I don't listen to him is because I agree. I think he has a trash-ass voice. His voice is fucking dog shit. I don't like his voice. He's like, I wanna suck that dick. That's what I think he sounds like. I mean, he reverbs his voice in a lot of his songs and all that stuff, which is cool and all, but you can still, at the end of the day, you can still really get the meat and potatoes of his voice. You can still hear that main Kendrick voice. And I just don't think it's good. I don't think he has a good voice. When I listen to singers, I just want to hear like a nice ass voice and all that stuff. And yeah, like I don't know. I can't get that with Kendrick. I dead ass don't think he has a good voice, and I can't listen to him. Now, do I think it's like there's some songs that are I can understand why people like him and all that stuff. Like it's a good beat, it's a good lyrics and all that stuff. But I think his voice is trash. Also, this is other guy. What's his name? Young Thug. I think it's Young Thug or someone else. Oh, Lil Wayne. Trash ass voice too. Man, fuck them, bro. They're trash. I hate them. All right. The next one is the NFL should force Tua Tagovailoa to retire. Tua Tagovailoa to retire. Lifelong Dolphins fans here. I just got into a verbal fight with my husband over this. Damn, what the chill out, dude. The NFL will be completely irresponsible if they allow Tua Tagovailoa to ever play another professional game. For those unaware, he suffered his third major concussion in yesterday's game and again has shown fencing posture, and which is a sign of major neurological damage. He will most definitely suffer from CTE one day. It wouldn't be right to put him back on the field. Okay, so this person said he suffered his third major concussion, and that was when he played against the Bills on Thursday night, or was it Monday night? I think it was Thursday night. It did look like a concussion, but I don't think we know for sure if it was a concussion. And I know he's getting he's going to like a professional neurological doctor to look at that stuff. I do remember when he got his other two concussions the year before. Yes, that is pretty scary. This is a very tough topic to talk about, especially coming from me because I'm Mexican. He's Samoan, so yeah, like our races clash. No, I was kidding. I don't know, man. Like I'm a Cowboys fan, so less competition, dude, for sure. So if he dies, he dies. No,
If he dies, he dies.
yeah, I think it sucks. This is a really crazy thing to say because like he's young, dude. He's really young, and you know it kind of sucks to see. I hate seeing and professional careers retire at such a young age. I think like in retrospect, in a bubble, you should. Maybe he should just because CTE is really bad, and then like fucking Antonio Brown stroking that meat at top of hotels. You got other dudes putting their meat out on Instagram Live. That one wide receiver too that has like CTE, all that stuff. It is a bad thing, and yeah, I mean he has a family, dude. I think you really got to focus on your mental health, and you got to focus on yourself in the long run. So it sucks too, cause I mean he's like an all right quarterback, low key, my opinion. But I just don't feel like he's young, dude. I just don't want to see him like retire already. That's fucking sucks, dude. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. It really is. This is something like entertainment or CTE. Shit. Come on, two sides to the coin. In retrospect, if I'm really like taking out the whole NFL, because I love watching the NFL. I love watching it. It's super entertaining. If I take that out, just at the end of the day, it is important for the person's safety, so he should retire, but at the end of the day it's his decision and he can do whatever he wants with his body. All right, the next one is people get mad at sports games are way more childish than those who get mad at video games. The amount of times I've seen people yell at kids for being mad at video games is a fair amount, yet it becomes ironic because they just sit down, watch a game and yell at the top of their lungs. They don't understand how much effort goes into these video games. They put in no effort for their team and have no reason to get mad. It's some annoying social standard. I mean, yeah, I kind of I wouldn't say like wholeheartedly agree. It's fine to get mad if your team loses and all that stuff. What really bothers me is when teams, like there's been like NFL games where people have been like stabbed or shot, or they like start a fight in the stands. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? How stupid are you? Like I hate that shit, dude. I really do. I think it's really cool when people get together and support a team that they like and they go against each other, like friendly banter and all that stuff. I think that stuff is really cool. But when it breaks out into a fight, it's like, dude, get your bum ass off the fucking stands, dude. Like, these people are, 4 beers in, like, at an NFL game, and they bring out a knife to stab someone, or they start stripping down, start fucking or something. I don't know. I haven't been to an NFL game. But, like, they just start fighting. It's like, dude, what the hell, man? I guarantee you won't see that at, like, an esports tournament. I don't think you'll see, like, all these, like, skinny-ass nerds duking it out because they can't fight either. But, like, yeah, it's just more civil when it comes to like esports and all that stuff. NFL, like these fucking stupid ass dads with beer bellies, 4 beers in, start fighting and shit. Like, dude, get a fucking light. That's the worst. I will say this though. There's like this one guy. I think it was like a Madden tournament, and he shot up the whole fucking. He shot up like the Twitch event because he lost. That's crazy. But that was like the only, I guess, case that I've known about. But yeah, like when you start fighting, get violent over your team losing, you're a bum. You're a bum to me. Get out of there. All right, and the last one is, this is a big one. Holy shit. Okay, let's see. Competitive gaming has contributed to the degradation of the gaming industry. Competitive gaming has contributed to the ongoing erosion of the gaming industry. Video games are an art just like the movies are art, but not all games and movies are art. What the fuck? Hold up. Video games are art just like movies are art, but not all games and movies are art. Jesus Christ. We have once again allowed capitalism to erode something at an incredible speed. Capitalism, okay. I knew a particularly toxic person that always said that if you aren't playing the online part of your game, you wasted money on it. Well, that was before we had so many freemium battle royale games. The concept of battle passes is offensive to me. I have been constantly lied to my entire life about how if games don't cost $60+, then developers can't afford to make them. Well, that has never been true, and they found a way to make a game, charge nothing, and then do a battle pass to make endless amounts of money. Now, I have listened to people tell me about the meta of a game or how someone is being sweaty, reasons why competitive casual lobbies are where I should play. I do not want to play a competitive game at all. It is off-putting, and hearing people rage out over it makes me wonder why anyone would play them. Okay. To me, it really sounds like this guy is complaining when it comes to a live service games, because he mentions the concept of battle passes. He mentions the concept of a battle royale game, all that stuff. He mentions that games are free and then there's in-game currencies and all that stuff. To me, it just sounds like he's really pissed at seeing all these live service games, which makes sense. I mean, you have fucking Concord, which is dog shit.
Nigga, you ain't funny.
I think this person's tripping, because there's been a lot of really good games that are single player games that have really popped off. An example would be, you know, Black Myth Wukong that came out. We also have Elden Ring that was Game of the Year. We also had, I mean, The Last of Us was really good. I mentioned that even though it's fucking old. But Red Dead Redemption, that's cool too. Minecraft's still popular to this day, and it's like, you know, it's a fun game too. You can play it solo or online, all that shit. Helldivers, Space Marines 2 came out right now too. I don't know, this guy's thinking like I think he's just tired of seeing those live service games for sure. I think that's what he's bitching about, because live service is like competitive in a way. Most of the time when it's a live service, if it's a live service, it has to be either, you know, it can be PvE, but most of the time it's PvP, so it's player versus player. And yeah, I mean, there's like 5v5, 66, but most of the time it's like 5v5, right? So that is competitive in a sense. I mean, but there's like ranked and then there's casual. But like, I mean, yes, those games are popular as well. But I mean, there's still like a whole bunch of fun single player games, and there's still more coming out. Spider-Man, you know, that one just came out. Spider-Man 2, all that stuff. I don't know what this person's on. I think this person's just sick of seeing live service games. But maybe I read it wrong. But yeah. And the last one is, we should have an all drugs allowed MMA league. Yeah, for sure. Get them butt naked. Start having them fuck